Yes, hello, welcome to my channel, LSE Learning Special Education, and I'm a visually impaired person working on this channel because a lot of people are not able to understand the basic concepts of special education. So I'm trying my best to do so. So today we have a unique topic about dysgraphia. So in this video we are going to learn about what is dysgraphia, what are some kind of signs, symptoms and characteristics of dysgraphia, as well as we will have the basic types of dysgraphia in this short video. So let's move on towards our today's topic. Is estimated at 5 to 20% of all students having some type of writing deficits. So we are not able to account the precise measurement of the people in the world suffering from dysgraphia. So towards the very basics, this means impaired, and graphia means writing by hand. So dysgraphia is coming from Greek as well as Latin word. So towards the very basics of dysgraphia. So dysgraphia is actually SLD and handwriting issues. So what is SLD? Specific learning disability. So dysgraphia is a specific learning disability concerning with handwriting. So in the previous videos we have talked about the specific learning disability. I will leave the link of that video in the description below. So dysgraphia is SLD, specific learning disability, as well as concerning with handwriting. The person with dysgraphia will have difficulties with spelling. He will have poor handwriting, as well as he will have a lot of problems to write down his thoughts or her thoughts on the paper. So these are the four major characteristics of a dysgraphic person. So by compiling and combining these four major characteristics, you can make a basic definition about dysgraphia. So next we have here is types of dysgraphia. So first we have here is dyslexic dysgraphia. So in the previous video, in the very last video, I have talked about what is dyslexia. So I will leave the link of that video in the description below so you can better understand what is dyslexia. So dyslexic dysgraphia, motor dysgraphia, second one is, and the third one is here is spatial dysgraphia. So we are going to talk about in detail. So dyslexic dysgraphia, as in the previous video I have talked about, this is the phonological component. The deficit in phonological component of language is called dyslexia. So dyslexic dysgraphia is all about concerning with dyslexia. So they will have problems with writing text because it's about the language, and as well as they will have a problem with oral spelling. And but they will not have any kind of problems in drawing or copying different kind of text, but they will have problem dyslexic dysgraphia. The person with dyslexic dysgraphia will have problems in writing as well as oral spelling, but not with copying different kind of text and drawing. Next we have here is motor dysgraphia. We know that we have been talking about the handwriting. So the fine motor skill have been used in the handwriting or writing different kind of text or document. So next we have here is problems with the person with motor dysgraphia will have problems with writing because he will not be able to control his fine motor abilities. So he will have problems with writing, problems with copying different kind of text, as well as problems with drawing because they will not have any kind of control to write or draw something in a specific limit or specific boundary, but they will not have any kind of problem in oral spelling because this is all about the motor abilities of a person, not with the oral. So at the next, at the very last, we have here is spatial dysgraphia. So it's all about the spacing between or among different kind of words and lines in a paragraph or a text. So the person with spatial dysgraphia will have problems in spacing and organizing different kind of text and words in a line or in a row, as well as he will not be able to organize different words in a paragraph. So the person with spatial dysgraphia will have problems in writing, they will have problems in copying, and they will also have problems in drawing, because he will not be able to control where he or she is going. And but they will not have any kind of problem in oral spelling. So these are the major types of dysgraphia. Hope so you have understood all kind of basics about dysgraphia. So if you have any kind of question, you can ask me in the comment section below, and if you will have any kind of suggestion for me, you can tell me in the comment section below. So I will be so much grateful to you and all of you. So thank you so much for watching my video. Bye bye.